Hello, history students. Your Unit 3 individual project is due Wednesday, March 7th by 11:59 p.m. So I thought I'd give you guys a quick tour of the virtual classroom to help you succeed in getting your individual project completed. So, step 1, open up the assignment. Click on the assignment list. Click on the individual project, and here you have the complete instructions for the individual project. Step 2, download the template. The template is designed to help you ensure that you are including all parts of the project. It offers guiding questions, it offers suggestions on what to write about, and it gives you the format in which to write your paper. Here is that template. So obviously you would type your name, fill all of this out. The next step is to begin working on the main body paragraphs of the project. So treat them as three separate entities. The first one you want to focus on is this 2 approaches to Watergate. This 2 approaches to Watergate asks you to summarize and give your opinion of the 2 articles. Those 2 articles can be found here and here. So the next step would be to open up those web pages, read through those 2 different articles, and then create a summary that you would include here. Make sure that that summary also includes your opinion of the articles. Why do you think the author came to the conclusions about Watergate that they did? Why do you think they came to such different opinions about Watergate? So this first part is all about those 2 different articles. The second part, changing views, asks you to think about how Watergate changed Americans' views towards politics and politicians. This is a great place to bring in those additional resources. So as you are thinking about constructing this part of the essay, you'll want to go back to the virtual classroom, click on the learning materials for Unit 3, and I have provided for you a multitude of secondary sources that you can use to complete this part of the project. There are many here. You're only required to use at least 2 additional sources, so you can use any of the 2 here. And these will, here's one on Watergate and the public opinion. Here's one about Watergate and journalism. So all of these, popular culture, the media, all of these are great resources to use when completing this second part of your paper, the changing views. One thing to be sure of, you want to include examples from before Watergate and after Watergate. So you'll want to examine how people felt about politics and politicians before Nixon, so men like JFK or Lyndon B. Johnson. You can even go further back. And then you'll also want to be sure to include examples from after Nixon. Guys like Gerald Ford or Jimmy Carter, Bill Clinton. You could even go all the way up to Barack Obama or Donald Trump. Then, once you have described how Watergate changed Americans' views of politics and politicians, we want your opinion about how you think the Watergate scandal would be different today. And so that's this impact of technology section. You want to think about how Watergate events and the coverage of those events would be different in the age of social media. We've included some questions here to guide your thinking. This is also another place where you could draw in those alternate resources from the virtual classroom, but be sure that you're including your opinion here. I want to hear your ideas, and I want to hear your ideas backed up by explanation. So be sure to explain yourself. So if you were going to say, I think Watergate would be better, why do you think it would be better? Be sure to include an explanation of your ideas. Once you have the main body of the paper, you've got your 2 approaches, your changing views, and your impact of technology, you'll want to write your introduction. This is where you introduce your readers to the topic at hand. This is where you set the stage. Explain what Watergate was. Explain to us what you'll be talking about in your paper. And then after you've proofread through your paper, you'll want to give us a conclusion. You'll want to wrap up your ideas. You'll want to explain what you learned from this project. So a reflection of all the things that you have talked about throughout your paper. And then be sure to include references and a title and your name. So use the template as you are creating your paper. A few other reminders: don't forget to proofread. You never want to turn in a paper you haven't read through to make sure that you aren't including any spelling or grammar errors, because if we go back to the assignment details, you'll see here, here's the way that I'll be grading your paper. Appropriate college level syntax, word choice, grammar, spelling, the use of those 2 additional sources, all of that is worth 30 points. So don't lose points for not proofreading your paper. So make sure that you use this grading criteria to check off the things that you have completed to be sure that you're getting all the points that you deserve. If you need additional assistance with the project, let me know. You can also go up to the library homepage where they will help you with citations if you're having trouble with citations. We've also got the learning centers where you can tap into Smart Thinking, which is a great resource to help with any kind of oops, my system is messed up. But you should be able to get in there. So you can use Smart Thinking. You can also use the Writing Center. If you click on the Learning Centers, you can scroll down here to the Writing Support Center. They're another great resource. Here you can get some help with grammar basics. You can get help with the writing process. You can even get help with APA. So use the resources that we have here at the college. Like I said, if you have any questions, let me know. Good luck. Don't forget, the paper is due Wednesday, March 7th by midnight.